Hey, what's up, fellow gamers? It's BC from A7 Video, and I'd like to share with you my category review for Madden 25. So let's jump right in, shall we? Good. So for many years, I've argued that the Madden NFL franchise doesn't really do enough to diversify itself to warrant a yearly release. Many refer to this as the $60 roster update, and I can't say I really disagree with them on that. After playing and enjoying Madden 12, I decided to skip Madden 13 because I didn't like the increasing focus on the Ultimate Team, which in my opinion was a way to siphon extra real dollars out of the player, or the concept behind the connected career mode forcing you to focus on the career of just one player. I did decide to give Madden 25 a shot because I heard general praise from other reviewers out there who had played it, mostly brought on by gameplay improvements that the Infinity Engine 2 made possible, or as I like to call it, the Ragdoll engine. Unfortunately for me, Madden 25 wasn't able to win me over, as I felt Madden 12 played more smoothly without the aesthetic improvement of the Infinity Engine. With all this in mind, let's take a look at how different types of gamers may react to Madden 25. Action junkies. It's a no-brainer that Madden 25 is created with action junkies in mind. The action can be as fast or slow-paced and as easy or difficult as you want it to be. Freedom to play your way is something the Madden brand has supported for several years. However, I felt the Infinity Engine did more to get in the way of play than it did to help it. Experiences with Madden games often vary, but I found myself getting tackled many times because of what I felt to be overly sensitive hit detection. This couldn't be more apparent than when a 300-pound lineman stumbles to a shoestring tackle with Robert Griffin III on the receiving end, and it actually would succeed. I also ran into several situations where receivers would catch passes and then run backwards before running forward, even if they weren't coming back to the ball. In short, the action in Madden 25 is pretty much what you've seen since Madden 10, but made slightly more frustrating to manage thanks to a new engine that's not fully baked yet in my opinion. Strategists. If you've played a Madden NFL football game in the last 10 years, you know how tactics and strategy play out. You can choose any team's playbook to use as your own, or even customize plays to your liking. You can still play with GameFlow, a system that essentially picks your plays for you, use the Ask Madden feature that basically tells you what would Madden do in a particular situation, or call your plays manually from your playbook of choice. I still argue that the AI in Madden has not aged well. So the whole concept of setting up play action with the run or attempting to bait your computer opponent into over pursuing you in blitz packages doesn't really pan out anywhere near as well as I think it should. As a strategist, I honestly had the most fun playing against other people, as their human tendencies are more practical to predict. Collaborators. I'll make this part really simple. Playing on the same team with a friend in Madden on or offline has always been uninspired. I imagine that it always will be, as this game is centered on competition. Competitors. Head-to-head Madden with friends or even online with strangers is just as fun as it always was. Truthfully, I always felt that Madden was designed to play against other humans. The lack of AI evolution over the last 13 years is proof of that in my opinion. Audiophiles. You guys and gals will probably want to turn voice commentary off. Madden. You've had 25 years to work out what has been a faulty at best celebrity commentary system. If Phil Simms tells me that I should throw deep one more time when I'm already in the red zone, I'll probably throw my controller through my television, which is exactly what I did after playing and losing a playoff game because of cheap AI defensive play back in Madden 2004. My wife made me return Madden 2004 because of this. Anyway, the audio commentary in Madden 25 is suckful at best. I honestly prefer the 90s when Madden would occasionally interject a one-liner like boom or speed kills. Visualists. Let's take a step back and talk about the Ragdoll or Infinity Engine that I mentioned earlier. I called it the Ragdoll engine because that's exactly what the players do the moment they get hit. I can't tell you how many times it looked like Alfred Morris snapped his back in half on an inside run thanks to this new, more realistic engine. Other than that, it's Madden. Shiny helmets and slightly awkward running animations. Builders. For years, Madden has been tacking on ways to build your players throughout the season. This year, your head coaches and players earn XP based on their performance in games throughout the season. You can use this XP to progress your characters, but I felt the improvements never really showed on the field. There are also the other development staples like running a team practice. However, aside from this mediocrity, I'll let you in on why Madden in general is a potentially great game for builders. Before I start any franchise or connected career, aside from the Let's Play series that I've been doing, I create my own characters. Usually I create myself and friends I played football with in real life and insert them into their respective positions on the field. From there, I adjust their stats to match what I believe to be their strengths. Madden then allows me to adjust their equipment all the way down to the gloves they wear. As an RPG fanatic, I really love this feature. The challenge here is that you can literally do this with any Madden game dating back to the early 2000s, maybe even further back. You don't really need Madden 25 to do this particular thing. Verdict. Overall, Madden 25 was lackluster for me. It did absolutely nothing to challenge my claim that this series does not deserve a yearly $60 upgrade. But I know many who play the game for authenticity who probably cannot live without that good old roster update. If that's you, I'd advise that you save your money and keep your fingers crossed and hope that Madden 15 on next-gen consoles can actually give you a reason to get excited.
Alloy 7.